Hey guys, welcome into Slot Channels in Depth. I'm RhinoMan. I'm your host. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing a couple of things. First of all, we're going to be discussing what's a good channel to watch. We'll get started with that in a minute. Of course, how I do, you know, Tuesday afternoon. Cheers, guys. Oh, man. But first, as I always do, I got 3 questions for you. Today's questions are simply this. What times do you watch slot channels on YouTube? I want to know, as a viewer, what times of day do you watch slot channels? Do you watch at work? Do you watch at home? Do you watch when you have free time? Do you watch when you're relaxing in the evening in lieu of TV? TikTok, welcome in. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. What is this? Tips. What is this thing? It's telling me to do something over here, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with YouTube. So question 1 is, when do you watch YouTube? Question 2, do you think slot channels are trendy? Meaning, do you think they'll still be around in a few years? Let me know. I want to know if it's just a trend right now because everybody's gambling. Everybody was gambling during the pandemic. Everybody was watching slot videos during the pandemic. I want to know, do you think slot channels are trendy? And question number 3. This is for all the viewers out there. I know some of the slot channels can attest to this. Can you spot a fake? Basically, can you spot a channel that's trying to be something that they're not? You see people that are trying to copy other channels, and I think Melba, during the end of my last session, she said, "Whatever you do, be yourself. Don't copy other channels." Hey, I want to know, can you spot a fake? Can you spot a channel that's trying to be something else or trying to be somebody else, aside from their original personality? Want to know. Shout out goes to Curtis today. Send your love and prayers to him. He's had a tough situation. I hope everything goes well with him. If you need me, bro, I'm here for you. If you just want to talk, let me know. Appreciate you. Let's see what we do. New subs. You see the banner going across the thing. DG Productions. Good Gaming 88. Gail Lucky Gilman. Thank you for being the subscriber. CJY Designs. Thank you. William Sellers and David Spillers. David Spillers. Hey, that's a good name. David Spillers. Let's see who's in the chat. Let's see here. My stream's running a little bit wonky. Okay, Gamblers Unknown. He's pointing the arrow to his logo. Yes, he is a good slot channel to watch. Lucky Obsessing Scratching, Slots and Scratching. Suck it up, girl. Suck it up. I got a shot glass. I'll show you on my next episode. Reminded me of you. Oh man, that's good. Robert Kozinski, what's going on, bro? You'll like today's topic for sure. Sister Yoshi, Danny D, the cool scratcher fan. Really appreciate it. Robert Kaczynski again. Let's see. Simi Scratch and Ernie. Hey, Simi Scratch and Ernie, I'm going to reach out to you maybe later on tonight or tomorrow morning. I want to set up the interview with you. That'll be one coming up. Nini Slots, thank you for coming in. Anonymous is in the house. What's going on, bro? Let's see. Robert Kaczynski says, I watch slot channels mostly in the morning, and I think slot channels will be around. I see some channels that possibly could be fake, but usually it's the same, are trying too hard. You're absolutely correct. But I'll touch base on the channels being around and everything else. Michelle James Krupler, thank you for being in here. Really appreciate it. She gives prayers out to the slot drop. Really appreciate that. Penny D, I watch slot channels normally late at night when there's nothing on TV. That's good because I want to know from you. TikTok, when do you guys watch slot channels? Do you watch often because they're right on your phone? Slot Barbie, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. Right on, man. We met a guy out here and his nickname was RhinoMan. He doesn't play slots though. LOL. We told him about you. Hey, Slot Barbie, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Cut your live, cut one of your lives this weekend for a little bit. Kino Kid, thank you for coming in. I hope you're okay in that accident. Kino Candy's around. Anyway, guys, let's jump right into this. I'm going to put this disclaimer out there right away because I'm going to be talking about a couple of slot channels. And these are just channels that I'm talking about. I like them. I've watched them. But what I might like, you might not. Um, I like a lot of different slot channels. But the ones I'm going to talk about today are just a couple. I can't mention all of them in this particular episode, but we still got a long ways to go. And I will be mentioning a lot more slot channels in each and every episode. And we're going to take a look at a couple of the slot channels that are coming up. But this is from a viewer's point of view. This is how a viewer would probably think, how I think as a viewer, because I was a viewer before I was a channel. So it's coming from the viewer's perspective. Stacy, a slot channel, thank you for the lives. Will make my commute home from work go faster the next 30 days. Hey, I appreciate that. Anything I could do to give you some kind of relief from bumper to bumper, because I know how that is. But this is my views, my opinion as a viewer, and some of the comments I've gotten from viewers over the past. So it's from that point of view that I'm going to put out these bullet points right now, and then we're going to look at a couple of the channels that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so these are points from a viewer's perspective. If I'm looking for a good channel to watch, I want something that posts consistently, meaning you have a consistent time and day every day that you post. Because me as a viewer, I know, hey, that's just YouTube's like a TV, TikTok's like a TV. If I know that you're posting at 3:30 every day, and 3:30, that's when I'm doing it, but 3:30 every day, that's when I'll be looking for your videos, or I'll know to watch them at night. But as long as you're consistently posting, as a viewer, I know I'm going to have something to watch later. I have something to look forward to. So that's something that makes a slot channel a good one to watch. The next one is something, a mix of everything. My channel, I don't do it lately because I haven't been doing it lately, but post lives, premieres, videos, shorts, even comments in the community tab. If a channel's doing that, then they're giving you a variety of different things along with posting regularly. That's a good channel to look for. That's a good channel to watch because you know you're always going to be getting something out of them. Doesn't need to be daily content, but it just has to be consistent. If it's every Monday, then it's every Monday. Your viewers know when to watch you. And as a viewer, I know when to look for those videos. Kino Kid, you better? Yes. Okay. I'm just trying to look into the chats. Simi Scratching Ernie, I'm here listening too. Appreciate it. Okay, so that's one of the things, posting consistently, making sure you have a mix on your channel of both premieres, live, shorts, videos, a little bit of everything. Variety is a lot. Okay, interaction with your viewers. I think this is probably one of the most important things for your viewers. I talked a little bit about it. I saw some posts about it yesterday. Um, think of some of the bigger channels. NG Slots, he has his most powerful viewers. It's a way for them to feel engaged. BC Slots has his Rudies. It's a community for him that makes his viewers feel engaged with the channel. If you could do something like that to, put your viewers in there. I haven't came up with the name for RhinoMan Slots yet, but the Rhino Horde or something. Of course, Kersey, thank you. Kersey, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. But if you could come up with something to keep your viewers engaged, especially that's why you do the live, so they could interact, so they could talk, so you could talk to them. Do not ignore your viewers when they're on the chat like I do sometimes just because I can't read them. Robert Kaczynski says, I don't like premieres. I'll watch a live stream of a channel. I like less over a premiere of a channel I like a lot. That could be because the interaction's not directly with the actual channel. It's more like here and there in the chat. That's the two different types. If you're live, you're actually talking with the viewers that are on your channel. Slot Barbie says, very good point. You're actually talking to the viewers that are on your channel. On a premiere, you're just typing and they don't hear your voice. They don't hear that personality that they come to love and know. Yoshi Slots, thank you for being in the house. Bradley Jones, gotta be consistent, and live streams preferably on a set date and time builds anticipation and gives the viewers something to look forward to. You are absolutely correct. And that's what I mean about being consistent. I know a lot of slot channels, especially, they're at the casino and they say, I'm going to do a pop-up right now, I'm going to go live, but your viewers don't know you were doing it. When I was doing those 15-minute lives, I tried it for like a week straight. My participation built because I was going every day at a certain time early in the morning. So people were ready for it. I remember the first one I did. Gamblers Unknown says a lot of people don't like premieres because they can't skip forward. True point. I guess that is a good point there. Hey everybody, CJ Gambling Entertainment in the house, Chris and Lou's in the house. Thank you guys for coming in. But you know, so to the point about skipping forward and being consistent, being on time each and every time with a specific particular live. So those were only 15-minute lives. So if you weren't there in the beginning and you missed a little bit of it, it ended before it went off. So what I noticed when I started doing them consistently, people would jump on and they would be on there before I even started the live. So that anticipation goes a long way of building it. So you know that is one key. Another good channel to watch is somebody that has personality. They can't be stale. I mean, and you see it with, I want to say, younger channels because they haven't developed their personality yet, or they don't know what to say, they don't know what to talk about. And usually what happens is, you know, they're trying to be somebody else they're not until they find their own personality, or they're just too nervous and they're just too stale. They don't know what to say or how to interact with either the chat or on video even. So that's key. If you're a viewer, you want to see some personality, you want to see somebody that's having fun and that's fun to watch. I personally like people to drink, so I turn into Tim. I can't help it. um, so you want to watch somebody that's fun. You also want to watch somebody that's unique. Just because we're slot channels and we do a lot of the same stuff. Semi Scratch and Ernie says, I love going to the casino. It's only a problem that I don't know what's hot or what's not. Plus I suck at playing and I look foolish on video doing a live. You may look foolish on a video doing a live, but that's what people might want to see. They could relate to that, Ernie. So just go with it. And if you think you look foolish and people enjoy it, then just keep going with it. Um, so you know, uniqueness. Since we're all slot channel, Melvin Lopez, what's up, brother? Um, what being unique is, just because we're slot channels, that doesn't mean we can't be unique. Your personality, your interaction, everything else is unique to you. As long as you keep it that way, and as long as you don't go on there and say, "Oh, my most powerful fans, thank you for coming," then we know what you're doing. Or if you don't say, "Hey, look at my leather jacket. I don't always play slots, but when I do, I play high limit." You know, don't try and be somebody you're not. Be genuine. Let your personality flow. People would love it. Trust me. Um, Another good point for channels that you want to watch is make sure that you are showing the reality of gambling. You don't always have to win. Let's see. Did I miss somebody coming in? Betty, Bertha, Alejandro. Thank you for coming in. Really appreciate you. Um, you know, you want to make sure that you're showing the reality of gambling. I know I like to watch the bigger channels, the high limit channels, win and win and win, and sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So you know, that's the reality of gambling. You're not always going to win. My man Super Squirrel is in the house. Thank you for coming in, Super Squirrel. Really appreciate it. So you're not always going to win. That's another good point. You could show your wins, you could show your losses. It really doesn't matter. You can mix them in there. but as long as you're being truthful and not trying to trick anybody, that's a good thing. That brings me to my next point, which is one of the most important points as a viewer. This is something that will turn me off every single time. And I've seen a few slot channels do it. I've clicked on it to watch their video. Is clickbait. Oh, I won the grand, or I won this, or I won that. And you click on the video and they didn't win a grand. They got close to winning a grand, or you know, the ball was showing in there, but the thumbnail was totally clickbait and it said they won the grand. And that pisses me off because I sit there and watch the whole video and it doesn't produce what they said. Um, so, you know, that is one thing that I would tell anybody as a viewer, I hate it. So I don't know if you guys feel the same way. You could draw that, you could get close to that line. Of course, my biggest win ever. It's so subjective. It could be your biggest win ever. You could have $100 bet on a 50-cent denom, and that could be $100 win on a 50-cent bet. That could be your biggest win ever on that bet and that denom and that machine. And that's all good because that's not clickbait. That is your biggest win. My biggest win now that I want to watch is the title with the new $1 million Grand Dragon link. Yeah, that would be awesome. But to my point, let's see. Penny D says, or say that they won the major and it's only like $40 on one of those other machines, the Devil Machine or something. Yeah, I won the major, but it's a $40 major because they have mini, minor, major, maxi, supreme maxi, grand maxi, grand major, and so on and so forth. But that's a good point to make sure that they're being truthful with the thumbnails. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go through a couple of channels. I'm gonna bring one on screen. Now, this is a channel that I watch on a regular. I watch a ton of channels on a regular, and I love all of you guys. Little Dutchie, a slot machine junkie. I like most everyone for different reasons. Hey, that's all good. Everybody likes that. You know, that's what we want. And you're the type of viewer that we're competing for because everybody wants somebody that's going to constantly watch their videos and constantly watch them all the way through, not just a little one. Spin and Win Slot says, RhinoMan, kill the major on the devil, the devil game. Yeah, I would love to, for sure. I don't like that one. So I'm gonna bring a channel that I watch, and not to mention anything bad about any other channel. I love a lot of channels, but this particular guy, he's my friend. And if you look in the description below afterwards, I have a few links in there. One of them is from a featured channel segment I used to do. At the beginning of my videos, I would make fun of channels in a fun and entertaining way. And say something about them. I would put my face over their pictures and stuff like that, or I would talk part of it and just make fun of them and have fun with it by doing that, and then show my video after. So you could click in the link below. One's for Oh Yeah Slots. It was a real fun one. If you know Oh Yeah Slots, he usually plays at Silverton, and he likes the Mighty Cash right by the bathroom. Just because he likes to watch people go in and out of the restroom. He's a freak that way. I don't know. He's looking for his ex or something like that, or one of his new exes to be, making sure people wash their hands. But check out that video. It's a funny one. And check out the interview I did with him as well. And as well, there's a funny featured segment about Slotty by Nature, and I did the whole thing on her as well. But let's take a look at the channel here. Let me get it on the screen. Okay, it's on the screen, I think. There we go. Okay, so when I look at a channel, Brian's got 5,000 subscribers. But if you look at his tab right there, About tab, it basically gives a brief description about, thank you for visiting Oh Yes Slots. My name is Brian. I enjoy playing. I enjoy recording my slot play, sharing the reality of gambling experience with my subs and viewers. All of my slot play is filmed live, unscripted. If you watched any of his videos, yes, you know they're unscripted because some of the things that comes out of his mouth aren't necessarily scripted. And he drinks, he drinks ultralight, I think. What's up, Filthy Slot Channel in the house? Thank you for coming in, brother. Really appreciate it. I was just talking about your leather jacket. You don't always play slots, but when you do, you play high limit. We know that. But if you look at his channel, basically what he does is he'll interact with his community tab, and he'll share out other people's videos. He's very interactive with the community. He likes what he likes, and that's good. His videos, he has them separated into three different categories that you could view on your tab. He has his popular uploads, and if you notice the theme with his popular uploads and throughout all of his videos, his thumbnails tell the truth. Pretty much. We'll go back and see most of his channels, but his thumbnails tell the story of what you're going to see in the video, which is a good thing. So he has his popular uploads, he has his uploads, and then he has his past live streams. So you could see, you get a variety there of what you see. I'll go back, especially when I'm doing research to do an interview, and I'll go to the videos tab, and then I'll sort it by the oldest. That way you could basically see, his first video was about a year ago, and it says my best of Mighty Cash. I think it's a compilation. And keep in mind, this is his second channel, so I think his first one got closed down for reasons unknown. Maybe his exes reported him or something like that, but I wouldn't doubt it the way he talks about him on his live streams. But his thumbnails are all together there. You see what you're going to get when you look at his channel. Nothing's clickbait. When he says he won a grand, he won a grand. I think he's done it like 2 or 3 times. Hey, effing slots, it's 105 today in Texas. Sorry, bro, it's only 99 here. Let's see who else. I'm sorry, I haven't seen you. Nice to see everybody on a Monday night. Yes, I really do appreciate you guys here. 47 beautiful people here. And okay, one thing every slot channel should do is to have an upcoming live option. Yes, the upcoming live option is something available that you can put on your homepage. I agree 100%. Rocket 18181, thank you for coming in. Cannot stay long. I just appreciate you coming in. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. It means a lot to me. Really appreciate that. So, you could look at his page, and you pretty much know what you're going to get. Ben's a good friend of mine. Enjoy talking with him, as I do with all the people that I've interviewed in the past. I see Filthy in here. I'm glad he's in here supporting us. Billy F and Slots, I Lucky Obsession, Slots and Scratcher. It's all good. I appreciate everything you guys coming in just for a minute or two. Means a lot to me. Mark Anthony, thank you for coming in. Okay, so that's Brian's page. But if you go over a different type of slot channel, Slotty by Nature, you guys know her. She's been around. She's got 12,000 subs. On the top of her page, you see it right away. She has her members, some of her members for her channel right there. I believe Filthy does this too. Oklahoma Casino Review and Slots, thank you for coming in. It makes it easy for me as a viewer to either join the membership really quick, see what she's about. She has popular uploads. She has uploads. She has multiple playlists. And playlists are good because if you're looking for a specific machine as a viewer, like we know she's Dragon Queen, she separates it out by different ones: Dragon Link, Aristocrat Slots, high limit sessions. She doesn't do those too often. And then Slotty has a great logo and banner. I wonder where she got that from, guys. If you need help with logos and banners, hit up Gamblers Unknown. He'll definitely take care of you. She has featured channels section here where she features other channels for her, and then she has shorts down below. So she set up her channel so that you could get a quick view of everything. Also on her About tab, she says a little thank you to everybody that's coming into her channel. You could view it. I post daily videos of realistic play for everyday people. That's true. Every morning at 6 a.m., she has a video. Used to be my regular before I got into slot channels all the time. But there you go. She has something for everybody. She utilizes her community tab to help other creators grow and post other things, even pictures of her dog. So you know her live upcoming live streams and so on and so forth. So those are what you want to look for when you're looking for a good channel to watch as a viewer. Um, there's a lot there. Scotty H Town, as a viewer only of slot channels, I appreciate some of the thumbnails, but some of them are too clickbait and some are borderline false advertisement, easy to weed out the BS. So that was one of my points earlier. You know that as a viewer, I hate that. I don't want to see clickbait because it really pisses me off. Um, Filthy's still in here, but he did that one. It wasn't clickbait because he actually won it, but I think they were at one of the manufacturers of slot machines, and they had a huge line hit him and Mr. Handpay. But yeah, it was one of those trick machines, and we see some channels out there. Hey guys, I want to ask you this question while I have your attention here. The channels that try and trick you by playing in their basement. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot that try and sell you different things. I'm going to give you 100% tips on how to win at Dragon Link every time. It's not true. Be honest. I'm 99% of the time watching only live streams now. Regular videos have lost the interest for the most part. That's Bradley Jones. Thank you for saying that, Bradley. That now we know why the views are going down. It's because of Bradley. No, but just kidding, Bradley. Appreciate you. Kissy Cat. Hey guys, thank you. But it's true. Be honest. Be honest in your thumbnails. People will watch them. Just be unique in how you present a losing video. You know how quickly I lost $300, and just show that 5-minute video. I actually enjoy that live with Filthy and Mr. Handpay and the slot manufacturer. Very informative. Yeah, it was very informative. But I was talking about the video that came after where they just dropped the huge win. I think it was like a 6-figure win or something, but it was on one of the machines in the basement. Um, that's what I was talking about. So that's how you go about as a viewer trying to identify channels. Some channels I like, you guys might not like it. You know, it depends on your own personal taste. My taste is pretty much all over the board. I like smaller channels. I like you know big channels. I like watching high limit. I love watching high limit. I love watching the bigger channels play or the high limit or the ultra high limit plays. King Versami today on Instagram, I think it was, those $2,500 spins. You know, I sat there and watched the whole 55 minutes of that video because I enjoyed it. T-Town Gambler is in the house. Didn't win, but it was a huge group pool, and I enjoyed watching that because it's something that I can't even conceive of if I go to the casino. I can't imagine spending $250 to spend. You gotta have a big nutsack in order to do that for sure. Especially if you're on a budget. Um, I don't post any videos. I'm just a supporter of Scratcher and now slot channels. I am glad that I have met so many new friends. Absolutely, you could meet a lot of wonderful people here and enjoy some of their videos and the interaction with everybody. Hey guys, it's getting down to it. Tomorrow afternoon, I will be back and I will give you some reasons why to watch a new slot channel. That's the topic for tomorrow. Why should you watch a new slot channel? And I have quite a few examples to show you. Not only that, 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern, I have Ross Says What on the show. And I have no idea what Ross will say. Believe me, it's going to be a cool one. Everybody that came in today, really appreciate you coming in, spending 30 minutes with me. Billy Effin Slosh, you're one of my favorite channels. Bro, I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Thank you for the 199 super chat. Means a lot, bro. Can't wait to get out to Texas to see you. I appreciate you guys spending 30 minutes with me. Love what you guys love that you guys help support me by coming in, hitting that like and subscribe button, sharing out my videos. Ren Slots, thank you for coming in. Um, you know, hit me up if you want to talk about something. Facebook Messenger, I'm available all the time. Until next time, guys, let the good times roll. I will see you guys then. Bye, TikTok. Sorry I was so inactive with you today. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I'm trying to end this, but oh, here we go.